Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads. We continue the story of my life. Chapter 11, Stormy Days. Most of my winters were now spent in the north after my first visit in Boston. Once I visited a New England village characterized by huge snowfields and frozen lakes. The treasures of the snow were now fully revealed to me. Imagine my surprise on discovering that a mysterious hand had stripped the bushes and the trees with a few wrinkled leaves here and there. The birds had flown away and their bare nests were filled with snow. The earth had been numbed by winter's icy touch, and his presence was everywhere. The very spirits of the trees had shrunk their roots, and they lay there fast asleep. Even when the sun shone, there was a lack of warmth. In the forest of icicles, a snowstorm arrived one day. We rushed outside to see the first snowflakes descending. A snowy night shut out the world after hours of silent snowfall, and in the beginning, the entire landscape was not recognizable at all. The roads were hidden with not a single landmark visible. One could only see trees rising from wastelands of snow. A wind from the northeast arrived unannounced in the evening, and the snowflakes moved there furiously. We sat around the great fire telling happy stories, trying to shut out the depressing weather and the solitude that cut off our communication with the outside world. But in the night, the wind howled with such fury we were filled with great terror. The branches of the trees near the house rattled with window panes as the rafters creaked and strained. After 3 days, the storm ceased and the snowfall died down. The sun came out to shine brightly over the plain. Narrow paths were shoveled through the drifts, and I went out after putting my cloak and hood. The air stung my cheeks like fire. The trees stood silently like white marble figures, and the sweet odor of the pine needles seemed to have evaporated. The twigs of the trees sparkled like diamonds as the rays of the sun fell on them. They crumbled to the ground as soon as they were touched. The light was so dazzling that it almost penetrated the darkness that veiled my eyes. But the drifts slowly shrunk with each passing day. But before they had totally disappeared, another storm arrived, ensuring I was indoors all winter. The lay hard and frozen beneath the sun. Tobogganing was our favorite amusement that winter. In certain areas, the shores of the lake rose abruptly from the edge of the water. We used to coast down these steep slopes by getting our toboggan. A boy would give us a shove and off we'd go. We would plunge through the drifts and jumping hollows as we would swoop down the lake. Shooting across the shiny surface of the opposite bank, we would bask in the thrill and excitement of tobogganing. In a wild, glad moment, we would snap the link of the chain that bound us to the earth as we joined hands with the wind. And that's the end of that chapter. See you later.